Hey YouTube, what's up? What's up? Big J coming at you here. Hey, I wanted to get this video out because this is basically what this channel is going to be about and what my goals are with it. So, and I'm going to try and make this short and sweet. So if I'm talking fast or kind of get sidetracked and mumble jumbled, I apologize. But anyway, so I wanted to start the channel to document a lawn care service industry type landscape. Lawn care is what I'm doing, weed control, snow removal, that type of thing. But I wanted to document from the ground to either success or to failure. You guys are going to see it firsthand. Uh, Hopefully, I succeed. That's my goal. But I think I read somewhere that 80% of all businesses fail. So the odds are stacked against me. But I've watched several channels on YouTube, lawn care, landscape, and like a lot of them, but none have really documented from start to finish or start to success or what have you. So, uh, first and foremost, I didn't take a handout from grandma, dad, rich uncle, great uncle, um, none of that shit. Um, I quit a 15-year job with a Fortune 500 company. I took a good chunk of my retirement and my savings and I invested into this company. I invested around $40,000 total. That was to buy a truck, trailer, a couple mowers, some handheld equipment, website, uniforms, insurance, work comp, um, marketing, some marketing. That's where I messed up. I'll get into that in a second. Uh, all the odds and ends, oil, just there's so much that you don't think about when you get started. Um, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I got about $35,000 to $40,000 into. Hey, buddy. Sorry, guys. This is my silver pug. Love him to death. Hasn't seen me all day, so come on, get down, boy. So, um, anyway, so that's kind of where I'm at. I want to document this, see what happens. You guys will see it firsthand. Um, I quit that job in August of last year. It was right after my 40th birthday. I went into my job, told my boss that I was done. I was going to put in my 2 weeks' notice. I was going to put in for 5 weeks' vacation to use up what vacation I had left. I wanted paid out for my sick time and Y time, and I was done. So basically, things were really slow at that company. So when I put my 2 weeks in, my 2 weeks were basically done on vacation. I basically didn't work anymore. I finished off that work week, and that was it. Um, then in October, I decided I'd form this company, and pretty much paid everything. Got it here in Illinois. It's about $1,000 to form an LLC. Did all that, did all my paperwork, got everything done, got my tax IDs, all that. Started buying equipment in October. I bought a couple mowers. I bought a Skag V-Ride 52, a 36, and a bunch of Echo handheld equipment, a couple still items. I'm not brand specific. Again, that's another thing that this channel will not be based upon, reviewing things all the time. That's just not what I'm going to do. I feel like a lot of other channels have sold out to doing that. And, that I've quit watching some of them because of it. Not going to mention any names, it's not me. So anyway, um, bought that equipment, got everything going. Decided to run a small ad on an app called Nextdoor. I don't know if you're familiar with it. If you're not, you should check it out for your area. Just fall cleanups. And I did probably, I don't know, $5,000 worth of work through November and December until it started snowing. And had a good time doing it, invested that money back into the company. Then in January, I bought a new truck, not a new truck, a new to me truck, an '05 Ford 6.0. Yeah, I don't want to hear the flaming. It's bulletproofed. I love my truck. You'll see it in videos. I love the truck. So, anyway, now kind of fast forward to today. I have managed, we'll go back to the marketing. I've spent about $500 to $1,000 in marketing between door hangers, um, postcards that I was hanging on doors. I just ordered 2,000 door hangers for aeration and snow removal. I'm going to be handing those out. I did some Google ads, some Facebook ads, but not a lot. As you know, that stuff costs money. And it was one thing that I didn't budget for that I'm telling you, if you are going to start a company, you need to budget as much money as you can for marketing. For instance, next year, I am going to have, I'm at least $5,000 is going to marketing. Google ads and yeah, I mean SEO work, and I'm going to pay somebody to do all that. Um, you have to in this day and age. You got big companies, Home Advisor, Angie's List, all them. They're just killing it because they're paying for. They have so much funding for SEO, and they're on the top of the first page, so they knock the small company and the small guy out of the first page, and it's proven that if somebody's looking for a service, I would say 80% are going to stop on the first page and find somebody. They're not going to the second page, third page, fourth page, or what have you. So anyway, that's another story, another video, all that. Let's get back to what I was saying. So I am going to dedicate, quite a bit to marketing, and you should too if you're going to venture into starting a company. I have managed to accumulate 30 customers, yearly contract mowing customers. Some of them do fertilization and weed control with me. I have accumulated 12 just weed control and fertilization people, for a total of about 42 to 45. I got a few bi-weekly customers that I have. So all in all, I would say I got 50 customers. That's probably exaggerating by 2 or 3, something like that. And I did that with very little marketing. A professional appearance, good work ethic, quality work, and good customer service. Now, I decided this year I've returned all the money that I've made back into the company. I'm projected I'm thinking somewhere around 50,000 this year, first year, which I think is really good. I have invested a lot back into the company, like I said, all of it, really. I haven't really taken much of a paycheck or anything. I did purchase a brand new John Deere 960M with a 14 bushel bagging unit on it. That is for fall cleanups and mowing, but mainly fall cleanups. I learned my lesson last year. I did some 2, 3, 4 acre properties where football fields of leaves, like more than you can even dream of. 20, 30 oak trees on country properties that I cleaned up, and decided that I was going to invest in a mower for this year if I could afford it. I got real good financing on the mower, 1.9%. So that was, all right, sorry about that. My dogs were getting ready to go ballistic. I have Chinese pugs, and they are some serious ankle biters. So anyway, I invested in a 960 with the bagger, and I had decided last year if I could get one, that's what I was going to get. Not necessarily a John Deere, but ended up, went to John Deere, did some applications with them for financing, ended up getting a 1.9% rate. Can't beat it. I could have got 0%, but I wanted to extend the term a little bit longer with that low interest rate, keep the payment down, and then just make double, triple, quadruple payments, whatever I can afford, not be pressured to make a $500 payment or something like that. That's where businesses fail. That's a key advice for you. Getting into debt is where you fail. Don't do that if you can help it. I also purchased a Permagreen Triumph. I know you're like, wow, with 12 customers, you really made that kind of purchase? Yes, and I'm going to tell you why. Number one reason, quality. The coverage, it eliminates with the Triumph, it eliminates human error as far as me getting tired and not moving as fast. Just it eliminates human error. I mean, there's no argument there. Do your research if you want to know, but quality of work was the number one thing, and coverage. The number two thing was when you show up to a property and you've got a backpack sprayer or a push spreader, the value in that to the customer's eyes and the neighbors, I have found, they I don't know how many times I've saw it this year with properties that I know aren't fertilized, and then I show up and I start doing it, and I was using a backpack and a spreader, and then next thing you know, there was 3 or 4 neighbors in these nice areas that saw me doing that, and nothing against it, but then they had a Scott spreader, or they didn't buy the Lesco stuff like I did. They didn't buy quality equipment, but those were potential customers. If I would have showed up with a Triumph and been on a ride-on out there and driving around yards, the customer realizes they can't afford a $10,000 piece of equipment. So that was the number two thing. The other big investment I made this year was in a 8.5 by 20 foot enclosed trailer. That was paid for cash. I bought that cash, and the reason being there was I got tired of unloading and loading the trailer every single day and night. I wasted an hour doing that. And I know you say an hour. Well, as you find out as you start a company or a business, time is very valuable. There's never enough time. So and it'll change with me with the things. That's another video, so I'm not going to go into a lot of detail. But that is why I purchased the trailer. That was the number one thing. Number two, security. I still have equipment defender racks in my trailer that are locked. I had a car today, a truck. I was at a property. My stepson was helping me trim, and he told me he watched a truck 4 times drive by our equipment and was eyeballing inside the trailer. I thankfully have not had anything stolen yet. I'm sure sometime something's going to happen, or hopefully not, because if I catch them, I'll break their damn legs, and that's the truth. But I've read stories of other people. The other thing is professionalism. I feel it's very important to me to look professional, be professional, quality work, and customer service. Those are like very important to me. It's what I expect from a company. Work for me, that's all the things I expect, so I don't want to give my customers any less. Other than that, I haven't really made any other purchases outside of a little bit of handheld equipment here and there. Bought an Echo PAS system just for several reasons. When I was doing mulch and beds and just could have a redefiner, and the wheel or the rubber paddles work really well for mulch and different things. So I did make an investment there. I did buy a still trimmer and some other odds and ends. But that's kind of where I'm at. Like I said, I'm not getting a ton of views or a bunch of subscribers. I just kind of wanted to go over, what the channel was about, and just kind of give you an idea. I plan on doing more of these videos. I don't take a lot of time with them right now because my work is more important. I am planning on picking up a drone so I can get some aerial footage for marketing and for YouTube videos. I want the pictures of the yards done for my website and just different things. I am purchasing 3 more pieces of equipment before this year is out. I am going to purchase an aerator. That will be a video in the future. I'll shoot the whole thing from pickup to. I'm not going to say what brand. I am leaning the yards done for my website and just different things. I am purchasing 3 more pieces of equipment before this year is out. I am going to purchase an use it, but I'm going to be doing aerations this year, and instead of going and renting a piece of equipment that is usually torn up and a piece of crap, I'm just going to make another investment. It will literally pay for itself eventually. Maybe not this year, maybe not next year, but within a couple years, it's going to pay for itself. The other thing I am purchasing, I'm going to be purchasing a snowplow and a spreader. Again, I'm not going to tell you what brands. That's for videos, updated videos. But that's kind of where this channel where it's going, what I'm planning on doing. And hopefully I get these, I get better at these videos and get better quality content and all that. I want to put stuff out there to help people. There's been many times where I've wanted to watch videos on certain things and just can't find them. So, I'd appreciate it if you liked, subscribe, all that good stuff. Comment, leave comments, have questions, all that. I guess in due time. It's a lot to build from what I've read, so we'll see what happens. I'm not going to give up. I'm going to at least have documentation for myself as I grow, and it will be really nice to look back over the years of the videos I've made and the progress I've made, or if I've failed. There is that possibility. All right, guys, I appreciate you hanging in there with me, and I said I wasn't going to talk forever, but I probably talked for 17 to 20 minutes. So, all right, guys, have a good one.